Alright, welcome back everybody. So, episode 2 of the Final Fantasy Tactics Pseudo Randomizer. So, yeah, I think we're good, man. I mean, we don't really need to do anything. We have the ultimate time magic. Let's just go. So yeah, I don't remember if this is actually a desert fight or if this is straight to the Cellar of Sandmouse. I think it's... I'm gonna guess that it's Sandmouse. Ooh. This is the one... this is the front side. Yeah, this is definitely the cellar. This is the front side of it, right? Which means they'll be fighting stuff first. Yeah, Kinnison, because Stasis Sword. I'm pretty sure the battlefield is fairly flat, too. Olin and Kaplan. Let's go. I think this is fine. If you're just joining us, we're looking for Gustav, who kidnapped Marquis Elmdor right now. We haven't found him yet. Hey, did you hear? The Hokuten are moving. So I heard. What's going to happen to us? Forget the Deathcore and run before we get killed. We'll die anyway, even if we follow Weigraf. Exactly. If we get a ransom for the Marquis like Gustav planned, we can get out of this misery. So basically, Gustav kidnapped the Marquis for ransom because they want enough money to get the hell out of the country and go into hiding, basically, and not follow Weigraf's, moral war against the Hokuten for using them in the war and then casting them aside into poverty. Okay, so I mixed up where those two would be. That's alright. This music is so good, guys. I don't know if he can actually reach anyone from here, but I think we'll try. I think he can, actually. At least one of them. Oh yeah, you. Bam! Yay, good job, Gaff. Alright, moving you back here. You never go into the fight, dude. You just galaxy stop. That is your job. Whatcha? I hate how fast Algus and Delete are. So I just want to use my other characters. Guest characters are annoying sometimes. Rat! This is the perfect place for you. You're in Rat's cellar. Oh, it's his cellar, dude. He just lived here and all these dudes showed up and he's like, what the hell are you doing here, guys? I was just trying to charge plus 20, dude. Oh, Shenberg again. We fought a Shenberg already. Alright, let's go, Ramza. You still can't use any magic. You don't have the MP. This is why he's in chemist form. I probably shouldn't have moved him so close because he is a chemist and that's going to affect his ability to take damage. That's fine. Stop him! Shimon! Okay, it missed 3 of them. Not bad, Owen. Yeah, I'll move you right here. Let's get this dude. Yeah, once Weigraf can actually get to a point where he can hit them, he's got the Iron Sword, so he'll be doing more damage with his Stasis Sword and stuff. There is an argument to be made that I should have just given it to Gaff. But, that's That's right. Oh, see ya, Algus. You're probably gonna die from that. I really don't care. You are a guest, after all. Right, yeah, I'll hit this dude charging. With the mithril knife. Alright. Let's see here, 40? 56? Damn. How much would it do to Ramza? 40, yeah, we can't do that. Let's just do a crush punch. That'll kill him. Saved your life, Algus. So you don't deserve it. Dang. I missed the defending monk over there again. Hit him, Delita. Do some damage. God damn, this freaking music is so cool. I do believe I mentioned this track in my Final Fantasy Tactics Jukebox video. I just love the build-up in this tune, and the loop. It's really cool. Okay, not the best galaxy stop that time, but I'm pretty sure they're all hit, aren't they? Is that archer still moving that Algus just hit? No, they're all boned. Okay, cool. 16. I'm really just trying to get him job level so he can become a, white mage or black mage. Just to get the, MP to do his stuff. You'll still be at 1. I guess it's best to do crush punch just in case it'll instant kill, even if it's 1 damage short. Nice! Dude, Weigraf. You the shit. I don't know why these guys don't want to follow your plan, dude. Okay, they're not stopped anymore, but they're definitely don't move, don't act. And hey, what do you know? 2 turns. Here we go. Okay, now they're recovering from it, but now here it comes again. Any second. There's too many corpses in the way to get in there. If I had a nickel for every time, there were too many corpses in the way. Alright, let's go on. Oh, that's a shame, isn't it? So yeah, you know, I think I would probably be having a decent challenge right now, if it weren't for, Olin, actually. I think he's the one that's breaking everything. But it's fine, we're never gonna get him again, so we may as well use him now in the first chapter. And screw Algus, I don't care if I hit him with this. Nice. No reason to do it now. You just hang over in your corner, dude. Yeah, so the way I'm gonna do it, if there's enough, I'm pretty sure, of generic characters we can get, there's so many, like, so few, that every, chapter when I re-randomize, I should be able to avoid having duplicates that we had in previous chapters, right? Which is awesome because it should equal out perfectly, so that I eventually actually get to have an Agrius on my team of some kind, so I'm happy about that. Because usually my typical thing that ends up happening is I build up a pretty decent team, and then I'm gonna hit Weigraf just so I can get some JP here. I build up a pretty decent team, and then when I get Agrius, I just spend a lot of time in that one map, the Coral map. Or not Coral map, duh. I call it the Coral map because by then we can have Coral Swords, and Coral Swords do a lot of damage to the Squid Larkins and the Mind Blast guy, the Mind Flayers. So, yeah. Usually I spend a lot of time doing random battles on that map until I get all of Agrius' skills. And she's part of my team for the rest of the game. Even when we get characters like Orlando, I don't include Orlando over Agrius. Because, number one, Orlando is super busted. And number two, Agrius is cooler. So, yep. I am a very big fan of... I know you guys already know this, probably, but I'm a very big fan of, if you want to use your favorite characters in a game, you just frickin' use them. I don't care how many times you used them in the past, if they're your favorite characters, they're your favorites, right? You want to use them, and you will have a more enjoyable time playing the game if you use your favorite characters, right? So, I'm excited that I'll eventually get to have Agrius on my team. I hope it's for a long chapter. And it would be great if we had her for the final chapter. Took longer than I thought. Should be noticing right now. I don't know, man. We kind of stopped the flow of time like 79 times. I don't think it took too long. Fury, what's your deal, dude? You just being a cat? Yeah, that's what you're always doing. Oh yeah, the standoff between Weigraf and Gustav. This is really cool. Two differing opinions on what is right and what's important. Gustav, why don't you give up? Your revolution can never succeed. What we need is food and a place to sleep, not ideas, and we need it now. You only see the present. You have to fix the basics. And you think you'll do that? I don't think so, Weigraf. Never. That all you want to say? Gustav, goodbye. Look. Weigraf. Marquis. Breeze. You bastard. Stop it, Algus. The Marquis is alright. Take him back to Egros. What? Kidnapping wasn't our goal. We never stooped to such acts. You can have the Marquis if you just let me go. Well, don't trifle with us. You can't beat us. Stop it, Algus. He's serious. Hey, dude. Let him go, Algus. Why do you stop me? The Death Core will destroy itself. Don't risk it. He's alright. Weakened, but no serious wounds. Let's go back to Egros. So, Weigraf makes for a bad... like, his story does not end in this chapter. He is the most... I think, if you're not including Delita... I mean, Delita's got it pretty bad, too. But so does, Ramza, really. I feel as though Weigraf is the most tragic character in this game, for many reasons, and you'll see those reasons as we play throughout. Like, his character development is so good from every step of his journey, dude. He just, wow. And Ramza, like, right now, Ramza's just getting to understand Weigraf, right? And I can't even get over it, man. Like, you'll just have to see. If you've never played Tactics before and you don't know about Weigraf, he's probably got one of the best stories in this game. Alright, so, yeah, let's see if you got it. Yes. Which one gives us more? I know the priest is going to give us less HP. 30 MP, 47 HP. Oh, no, wait. Okay, wait. Brace is going to be better with healing magic. Let's go Wizard. You got the linen robes equipped. Yeah, okay. He still doesn't have enough MP. How crazy is that? But we can start learning some black magic. That could go along with it. At least he'll be doing something, right? Yeah, let's go with fire. Bam. Actually, we can learn all of these. Let's just do it. We can't learn poison now, but that's fine. Yeah, we don't have any reaction abilities. We can probably go to Squire and learn gain JP up. No, not yet. We're 1 point away. That's all right. You always learn. You always get JP like, what's the word I'm looking for? Passively. You always get a little bit of passive JP for your base class, no matter what class you're in, if I remember correctly. So he'll eventually get to learn all that. Yeah, counter tackle. There we go. Can at least have that. There is an argument to be made for making you into a knight now. 59. Dark Knight is better, but we can start learning other abilities. Such as, like, equip sword from the knight. So that eventually, when he changes to a different class, he can always have a sword and always use Dark Sword. So let's just go ahead and set that up there. So yeah, Knight is fine. How is your JP looking for your stuff? You just need to learn Split Punch. Granted, again, you know, these characters are going to be gone after Chapter 2, but that doesn't mean we can't improve them while we have them, right? Let's give you item. I think you already know potion, right? Yeah, antidote eye drop. That's not bad. Okay, we never built him up to have Hellcry Punch, and I don't think we're gonna need it to stop Weigraf at all. So, I'm not worried about it. Let me learn some of this stuff. How about heal? There we go. Let's change you into something, I guess. Archer would not hurt, actually. Yeah, we'll give you Starry Heaven. It wouldn't hurt because, just being able to attack sometimes, like when we don't need to do Galaxy Stop, is nice. Let me fitting room here and see how much I can afford. Okay, we need to take the leather vest off. We want him to have as much MP as possible. Oh, we got bucklers now, and linen robes. Let's see where we are after that. 3,100. Okay. Let's sell some stuff here. There's got to be something we can get rid of that we don't need. A couple of broadswords. Daggers. Leather hats. Clothes. Holy water. Soft. Main kiss. Remedy. I don't plan to ever use ethers. Like, we never really have to worry about using those. I typically go through the game without even really using items. So, yeah, there's that. We got 4,200. Let's keep fitting them. There we go. You don't need stuff because we're not using you. You either. Sure. Where can I buy bows? That's a great question. I don't remember. We'll find out. So Ramza is getting closer to being able to use all magic. He's at 39 or 38 MP, so soon. We might want to do a couple of random battles. Well, there's one right there. Perfect. We can't use Deleter or Algus here, so we will have to use a couple of characters we haven't been using. So we build a team of 5 without our guest characters. So we're going to go double Weigraf, Amy, Gaff, Carry-On. Let's go. Amy the Time Mage. The ultimate Time Mage. Yeah, we definitely didn't want to bring old shields in with us, because we won't be fighting character enemies like humans, so we can't break stuff anyway. There we go. I forgot how long his list is now, because he's got a quick change on too. Alright, well, we've got magic. We can't use any all magic. We can use raise too, that's it. A couple more MP points and we can have Dark Holy, but that's too long of a charge time. We'll just wait. You can't reach anyone with any of your skills either. We're basically just setting up a barricade now. Except for you. You should go over here. You know your job, buddy. Now, if he had Lightning Stab, we could reach somebody, but he's only got Split Punch. Actually, we couldn't reach anybody right now, even if he did have Lightning Stab. Ops. And he's a Black Goblin, so it's Black Ops. Turn Punch. Whipperay. Ooh, you guys set up nice for a Stasis Sword right now. Well, that sucks for you, doesn't it? It always does. Still only doing 20. I bet over at Igros we can buy iron swords now. I'm trying to remember where we can start to buy them. I have ice, right? Wouldn't be bad to cast on that bomb. Only 3 turns. Yeah, stasis sword time on these dudes. Blow! Both Weigrafs just hanging. Just chilling. See, dude. Devil Spirit of Restlessness. Split Punch. Scatter your chilly sharp blades. Ice. Not a lot of damage, but damage. I hate that it's not one step down from the top of his list now, though. That's annoying. Turn punch. Gaff, do you ever block? Missed them all. I think that's the first time he's missed every target. Not dead, but at like 3 HP, right? Oh shit, I'm attacking with a fire rod. That was silly. I didn't even think about it. That's alright, we'll fix it. Oh, can't reach. damage. There we go. See, buddy. I'm not gonna worry about it. I could kill this one right now. Let's just do that. Yeah, we'll give this guy his turn. Literally. His turn punch. Oh, you're good, dude. Alright. Almost done here. Ramza, you're kind of pointless right now, buddy. Dude. Dacesaur is way too cool, man. Alright. A little bit of money here that we can use to buy a bow for Olin at some point. I don't know if they sell them here. We'll find out with Fitting Room here. You know what? Okay, no bows. Got it, got it, got it. I'm not worried about the leather vest. Thank you very much. Yeah, nothing looking better here. That's fine. How you looking there, Ramza? Still don't have enough for Dark Holy. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay. See if we get another random encounter here. Nope. What happened? Why did you go to Seklos Desert? Zalbag kinda hinted that we should go. Just saying. I forced Tone to go with me. Is that true, Tone? Delita forced you to go? No, it was my decision, not Delita's. Tone's lying. I was the one to. No need to protect me. I decided to disobey an order. If everyone acted lawlessly, how could law exist? We Beolves must show the importance of observing the law as the Knight's rule. Are you trying to ruin the Beolv name? I'm sorry, brother. That's enough, Dice Dark. Here comes one of the biggest catalysts of the game here. He was a great help rescuing the Marquis. I know young soldiers are eager to succeed, so were we. Don't spoil him, there's a line between right and wrong. So you are Dice Dark's younger brother. Relax. You look exactly like late General Balbanez. Fine-looking young man. I'm sure that useful energy didn't come from just guarding the castle. The mission is nearly done. I'll allow you to join. We'll attack some of the thieves' hideouts at once. You choose one of them. Yes. I'm sorry. Don't apologize, Dice Dark. After all, Gustav wasn't much of a soldier. The plan couldn't be changed after the Marquis was kidnapped in Galleon. Besides, he did save the Marquis' life. They must accept our demands. Your brother's actions turned the tide for us. The king doesn't have much time to live. We must hurry. Yes, I'm counting on you, my friend. So, we'll wait, and I'll go over what's going on here. So, Brave story here, you can actually go over, like, things that are going on. I mean, everything that's happened. But really what you want to do is go to person. To get the, kind of the narrative that's going on here. Because the game doesn't explain it incredibly well. Through actual gameplay. So, Larg and Goltana and Amdoria. These three are, like, the biggest components of this story, along with well, he's not born yet. Never mind. I can't bring that up. Yeah, he is born. Wait a minute. It's just that it unlocks more characters to read about after you check these out. So Larg, it's the guy that was just talking to us. Lord of Galleon, brother of Queen Revelia of the Amdolia Kingdom. The Larg family is a part of the Atkasha Kingdom, who gained power from the 50-Year War. He was one of the leaders during the 50-Year War. The most feared Hokuten Knights are under orders of Prince Larg, so he rules all of the Hokuten Knights, which are basically the police force of Igros. Then we have Goltana on the other side. Drucksmald Goltana, Lord of Zeltania. As with the Larg family, the Goltana family is part of the Denamunda Kingdom since the 50-Year War. Also known as the Duke of the Black Lions from his family crest, taken from the double-headed crest of the kingdom. One of the leaders during the 50-Year War, he is under the Nanten Knights, rivals of the Hokuten Knights. Revelia. This was just mentioned, she just got unlocked. This is Larg's sister. Queen of Amdolia Kingdom. Younger sister of Prince Larg. Married King Amdolia when she was age 20, bore 3 sons, but 2 died soon after birth. The third son, Prince Orinus, is the only son left to succeed the throne. Due to the health of the king, Revelia is in charge of ruling the kingdom. So we've got Orinus, the son. Age 1. Third son between King Amdolia and Queen Revelia. With 2 sons dying at birth, Orinus is in line to succeed the crown. With a strong sense of uncertainty for the health of the king, it is clearly understood that he will be the next ruler of the people. And this is Amdoria. 18th king of the Akasha Kingdom obtained the throne at the end of the 50-Year War from King Denamunda, who died of ill health. Weak since birth, he did not command his troops during the war and is someone unsuited to become a king. Currently ill of health, the enthronement of Prince Orinus is in preparation. So what they're doing is setting up for Orinus to become the king. But considering that Amdolia is going to die soon, and Orinus is only level 1. If only ages were measured in level. So, yeah, he's only age 1. He can't rule the kingdom. That would give Revelia control over the kingdom, which in turn would give Larg control over the kingdom, because that is his sister, right? So he could start enacting his policies basically as king. So if they install Orinus as the king, which the people are aware is, who's supposed to be king next, then Revelia and Larg can basically shape Ivalice to however they like it. Which is not a great thing, which you will learn later. And the story from there gets even crazier, but not yet. Not until the second chapter. So as we have gleaned now, you kind of have a little look of the story. Now, when it comes to all of the Death Corps and stuff, like leader of Death Corps, this is Weigraf, that terrorizes the Galleon territory. Former leader of the Knights of Death. At the end of the 50-Year War, the Knights of Death were formed due to the lack of military strength. Volunteers were assembled to make up a group of knights, active during the later years of the war, but after their defeat, they ceased to exist and were disbanded without any compensation. That's where the unrest and just general malaise between the Death Knights and Balbanez and all of the basically all of the parties involved in the 50-Year War, which took place before this game. Either way, I went over a little lore, but now we've got an actual place to go. Let me see here. Okay, here we go. Now we got bows and stuff. And iron swords are available now for everyone, and a lot of really good equipment for everyone. We're not going to be able to buy all of this, of course. Go, get that. Yeah, I want him to have a bow. That's basically what we're here for. There we go. And we got Gafgarion an iron sword, so he'll do a little more damage with his night sword attack. Oh yeah, this is a cutscene. We won't get... Oh no, it's not a cutscene yet. That's later. Okay. Why am I saving? Let's just go. Now we're gonna get introduced to another kind of a bit player in this chapter, but still an important one to the story. Especially important to Weigraf. Alright, there you go, Amy. Let's go. So as of right now, we're just attacking forts held by the Death Corps. Basically investigating. Miluda. Cool character. Communication with the main unit's been cut off. It's over. No way, it's not over yet. I agree, it continues until the nobles apologize to us. My brother, his views are too optimistic. Enemy attack. Tone, help me save the Marquis. I'll stay on till the end. Yeah, sure. So, if you notice, Miluda talked about her brother's views being too optimistic. We'll learn who her brother is soon. I'm sure you've already guessed, but... So yeah, she's basically just a pumped up knight. She doesn't have anything special about her attacks or anything. We don't start seeing special characters like with scary stuff until quite a bit later. Unless you count Weigraf, of course. Forward! Miluda does tend to, at least later when you fight her, have some time magic, which can definitely mess you up. I think it's random, like, what she ends up getting. But, yeah, I specifically remember her having time magic. 9 damage with my fire rod. Ooh, 54. Almost a one-hit kill. It's also a priest, so it's really easy to take all the HP away from them. Oh, can't reach. Stasis. Yep, and that won't hit Ramza. Dead. You know what? Go sit in the water, buddy. Oh, no, we can't. Depth 2. You cannot act when you're in depth 2. So we're not going over there. All light fall into darkness. Bound darkness. So, she's trying to blind one of us. Or 2 of us. Okay, that's fine because it doesn't affect, well, not for Delita, but if it would have hit Weigraf, it does not affect sword skills, so. Ow! That actually hurt. Everybody stop! Hammer time! Oh, I didn't hit a lot of them. That's alright. Word. I kind of wish you wouldn't have done that, because I would rather have you guys knocked out just to not take up my turns here. Maybe Maluda will help with that. You're gonna miss. Yep, you're blinded and you're attacking from the front. Sorry about that, Delita. Oh, you all have... oh, you're white magicking. I thought you had a potion. You know... I think I can aim down there with some black magic and do some damage. 5? Gonna do a cure, but... we're not gonna get a turn beforehand to move. Let's just do that. And that way we can use Gafgarion to Night Sword Maluda. Bam! Well, this is awkward. So yeah, Maluda is Weigraf's sister. And we're about to hit her with Weigraf. That didn't stop her, but he crit. Holy crap. It's kind of rare to crit with Holy Sword attacks, but it's cool. Okay, so she's going to cure both of them, but then we're going to use fire on them and hopefully undo some of that damage. Yeah, we undid quite a bit of it and killed one, so perfect. Yeah, our only goal here is to actually beat Maluda, but it's always nice to take out every enemy. I forgot about that dude down there. Oh, Algus is gonna ruin it for us, isn't he? Yeah, okay, it's over. Lay down your sword, surrender, and we'll spare you. Iron Sword Broad Shield. And a decent bit of money there, too. Go ahead, kill us then. We're just animals. Kill us. You hate us that much? Tone, kill her now. She's your enemy. An enemy of the Beolds. Understand? Your enemy. She's a loser who's lost sight of life. Losers cannot remain alive. I hate Algus, dude. If we don't kill her, she'll kill us. We can't coexist. Kill her, Tone. Kill her with her own hands. God damn. Chill. Tone, I don't see why she's our enemy. What did you say? Are you mad, Delita? She's not an animal. She's human just like us. Are you betraying us? You too? Oh, sympathy is it? Despicable creatures. You're an enemy as long as you belong to the Beolds. Don't forget it. See ya, Maluda. Delito, you're... Jeez, what's wrong with you? I don't know. Gee, maybe it's because we're not all crazy status quo supremacists like you, dude. Meanwhile, at Egros, capital of Gallium. Wolf Castle. Oh, this is when some shit goes down right here. Let go, stop it, let go of me. Bye, Tata. Hurry up. You let go of my sister. Okay, yacht. Damn, that's it. You alright, Alma? I'm okay, but Tata isn't. Yes, I know. Brother. I'm alright. What about Alma? Yes, I'm fine. What an awful wound. Never thought they'd come here. They're after me. 5 people were killed and Tata was kidnapped. After them, leave no stone unturned until you find them. Please don't talk anymore. Deathcore bastard. You alright? Hey, anybody there? So they just kidnapped Tata, for reasons unknown. But we've seen them kidnap someone already. Random encounter. Let's go. Who cares? Let's fight them. So yeah, that's how, I mean, you've seen it already, but that's how basically they imported random encounters into tactics from the Final Fantasy series. Is when whenever you're walking over a place that was previously a battlefield, or just a green dot in general, it can, if there's no cutscene there, it can produce a random encounter. Ooh, we're raining too. Cool. Ooh, that's a lot of thunder. Alright, chocobos. Chocobos can be super annoying in this game because of Choco Cure. But you can also, if you're like wanting to get everyone's JP up, Chocobo is like the best thing to leave alive. And then you can just corner it and like set your characters. I guess I'll try and do it here just for a minute and just show you like a decent way to build JP and stuff. Ooh, you guys are gonna get Stasis Sword. You're in the perfect position for that. Oh, it didn't hit the one behind him. Okay. I think he's actually a... No, I feel like it should have hit. That's alright. So yeah, we're not gonna worry about killing this Chocobo yet. Because he is straight up gonna, like, leave to go heal. Oh, I forgot. You counter me. Like, as soon as he gets a turn, he's gonna run away and do Choco Cure. Or do Choco Cure and then run away. Ooh, crit. Psh. Didn't need it, but you can tell that it's a crit by the sword sound that it makes. If it's not and it's like pushing, that's a crit. So, I'm going to Galaxy Stop, of course. This makes doing this a lot easier, so you don't have to corner enemies for the strategy I was talking about. But, yeah. If you don't have Galaxy Stop, which you never will, in a normal run, I'll show you what I mean by cornering an enemy so you can just build up your dudes. Ooh, guarded it. Nice. He only hit one dude. Wow. Suck, Owen. Okay, there's the Choco Cure, and now he's probably gonna, like, run the hell away. Yeah, he's like, nah, I'm out of here. That shit hurt. Choco attack. Choco attack. Alright. Oh, you got death sentenced. Got 3 turns before death, but we'll probably kill him before that comes into play, I imagine. Instant kill. Let's go. Dude, he is nailing those. I don't think I want to attack. Why do I keep trying to attack with Ramza, dude? He doesn't do any kind of damage. Wait, how many turns? 3? Kaplan will get his turn in a second. Yeah, we'll just, we'll do this. Down. here and we'll get this gobbo. Now let's Galaxy Stop again, I guess. See if he can actually get a little bit better RNG here. There we go. Only gonna hit 2 things now. The Goblin's already hit with it. I kind of want to stop that Chocobo, just... Okay, it's fine. It's fine. We don't need to stop him. Or Choco Cure, okay. Yeah, okay, he's running away to a corner. That's, like, perfect, dude. Dead. See? So this strat that we're going to do is way better if you have people with gain JP up, and also if you have people that are the same class. Ooh, he's going to instantly do it? Nice. Let's see if it hits him. No, he's too good. So we're basically at the will of this Chocobo, like where he decides to go here at the moment. Okay, word. That's fine. Counter tackle, let's go. Actually kind of wish that I hadn't counter tackled there, because we could have trapped him in between those rocks, but that's fine. Will I kill him with this? No. That's perfect, because that means we'll hit him with it, and he will Choco Cure in response, and probably run to the corner. But we're basically trying to set up for getting all of our characters surrounding him, basically. And keeping him alive, of course, because the moment he dies... He's never going to get hit by that. I'm just going to stop trying. The moment he dies, the map is over. So we don't want that because we want to gain some JP, man. So let's move you this way. There we go. That's what we wanted. So, when he gets low on HP, he invariably runs to a corner and starts Choco Curing. Ooh, crystal. So what we want is to get over here and trap him in this corner to where he cannot move. Ramza should get a turn in time. There we go. Now he can't move. So what I'm going to do is attack with Ramza to lower his HP down to critical. Oh, it didn't quite put him to critical. That's fine. And then we'll move right here. I will not wait. Potion Ramza, because he's kind of low. Ramza is not the best character to have trapping the Chocobo right now, but I just needed someone there to trap him before he got a turn. Let me try this one more time. He's always going to attack... Oh, he attacked Gaff. So this could be bad, because Gaff could counter tackle. Yeah, he killed it. Okay. So, basically, let me explain what the setup was going to be, okay? So, we trap the Chocobo. We keep getting him to critical HP, so that when he does decide to attack us with the Choco attack, once we get him to critical, he'll always do Choco Cure, and because we're around him, the Choco Cure will hit us too and heal us. While that's going on, and as long as you keep that pattern correct and don't get crits and stuff like that, and don't counter tackle, you have your other characters stand behind the characters who have the Chocobo trapped, and just keep attacking your characters. As long as you're doing damage, you're gaining JP and EXP. So attacking your own characters will also get you that, especially if you're attacking ones that are higher level than you. So that's a way that you can build JP, that's a way that you can build EXP, and you can just sit there for however long you feel like doing it. And it's really, really good. So anyway, you now have 48 MP, which is nice. You also unlocked Time Mage, which is really, really good. So, let me see. If I change to Time Mage here, will I get more MP? Oh, about the same. Okay. Fine. So we got Time Magic and All Magic, which is totally cool. You cannot equip rods? What? The hell do Time Mages even equip? I forget. Oh, I gotta check it actually in the class. Is it staffs? I think it's staffs. I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, that's good. We can probably go to Squire and learn Gain JP up now. Yeah, that's the best idea here. So basically what we're doing right now is trying to set up Ramza so that if he rolls a skill in Chapter 2 that isn't that great, he's still going to have some stuff he's learned from all of this. Chemist, I want Auto Potion eventually. That's what we're going to have for him. But that's fine, he doesn't need it right this second. Still can't learn Split Punch, that's cool. Totally fine elsewhere here. Okay, loud ass truck. Now we're gonna find out what happened to Tata. I forgot to take everything off of Algus because we actually lose him here. But I'm gonna reset because I want Algus's stuff to sell. Hold on a minute. There we go. Yeah, we're resetting. Alright, Algus, give me your shit. Oops. Yeah, so Algus is about to leave the team here. For very good reason. Nope. There we go. Keep in mind, Algus is a spoiled rich brat with a family history of treason. And he's desperately trying to become like a super noble and do everything that the nobility wants because he wants to be recognized as an upper class sort of guy. And yeah, he's a bad person, obviously, from what you've already seen him doing. He's a classist bastard. I heard you destroyed the enemy's hideout. Good job. Leave the rest to Zalbag and relax for a while. No need to worry, it's not that bad of a wound. Tata, what about Tata? As soon as we find their base, Zalbag will attack in force. What? Death Corps is falling apart. Deserters are down to a few. Weigraf will be caught. It's just a matter of time. Tata, are you deserting Tata? Don't worry, everything's all planned. We won't attack until Tata's returned, for certain. I'd never abandon Tata. She's like a sister to me. Keep in mind, Dice Darg is in league with Larg in some bad ways. Wait, Delita, where are you going? Just calm down. Calm down? Are you kidding? I can't calm down. You don't know where she is. Don't waste your time. Waste my time? She's my only sister. This is the best form of Delita you ever see throughout the game, dude. This is when he's just Delita to me. Remember, Dice Dark said he'd never abandon Tata, so don't... I can't breathe. I'm sorry, Tone. Are you alright? Yeah. Never believe in never. You mean my brother's lying? If I were him, I'd never save a common girl. What did you say? I said I won't send troops to save you commoners. How dare you? Bam. Stop it, Delita. He deserved that punch. He deserves way more than that. Let go of me, damn you. Let go. Yeah, commoners are all like, you'll never be nobles. Delita, you don't belong here. Understand, rascal? Damn you. Enough, Delita, and you too, Algus. Tone, don't you see? He's not one of us. You see, Tone, we nobles can't live with them. Lies, he's my good friend. We're like brothers. That's exactly the point. Don't act like friends. You're the son of a distinguished family. You cannot be with him. I'm sure your brothers would agree with me. Not all nobles are like you. I trust Tone. Get lost. I never want to see you again. Don't say that. We're friends, aren't we? I won't say it again. Get lost. Their base is at Fort Ziekten. I heard it from your brother. There are several cordons, so you can't attack them from the front, of course. The only way is to attack from the rear. Well, do your best, you spoiled rotten boy. Get out! Piece of shit. And we are so glad he's gone. Hate to see you go, buddy. This is the cutscene. This introduces a little cool scene that kind of permeates across the rest of the game. God, the music, dude. Beautiful. Somewhere Tata's watching the same sunset. Don't worry, Delita. I'm sure she's okay. I felt out of place for a long time. You thinking about what Algus said? Guess there are things you can't change no matter what. Don't say that if you put effort into it. Yeah, Ramza is very naive, and it's one of his best traits. Could I be a general if I tried hard enough? I want to rescue Tata on my own, but I can't do a thing. I'm useless. Best traits for storytelling, I should say. Being naive is not a good trait, in my opinion. But for the case of storytelling, it's very good that he's so naive. Because he slowly loses that and becomes aware. Remember how Father taught us to play that reed flute? Beep. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. A few different people play the reed flute in this game. And they all do it in different tones too. It's really neat, actually. All right. Can we? This is the last time that the shops upgrade, I think, in this chapter, right? I don't think anything's super upgraded now. There we go. Yeah. And we've got frickin' money. Ooh, we have to go back to Igros. I messed up. That's where all the good stuff is for these characters outside of Ramza. Shit. Well, see if we can get over there without a random encounter. I'm not gonna bother resetting if it happens. Cool. Yeah, we've got money now, so. Oh, I got him a leather vest on accident. I didn't mean to. I think we can afford all this. Yes. Alright, let's change Ram's equipment again, because he's not supposed to have that. He's supposed to have linen robes. There we go. He can Dark Holy now, everybody. Sweet. We'll actually get to do some all magic before this chapter's over with. It's a shame we got such a cool skill so early, where we can't use it. I save a lot. I'm sorry. Alright, so... here we go. Manalia Plateau. This battle here is like your first real challenge in the game, because this is where the enemies start having better stuff and start really giving you a run for your money. Yeah, we'll double Weigraf, sure. This is when they become higher level. They're different classes, and they have better magic and stuff, like level 2 stuff. Usually before this fight, you should do some like random encounters to like build up your list. Like you can have full mastered list before you ever do like the second mission, right? Just by doing random encounters on the plains. But considering we have such busted stuff, we don't really have to do that. It's blocked here too. There's no way out. Forget it. We might as well surrender. I'd rather die here than get taken prisoner. Besides, if we get caught, we'll be executed. Fighting is the only way out. She's right. So yeah, we have to defeat Maluda again. Where is Weigraf? Where did you hide Tata? Tata? You mean that Beolv Galagros took hostage? Tata's my sister. She has nothing to do with them. It's pointless to hold her hostage. Please return my sister. And what about you? Will you nobles give back all you took from us? We're only asking you to return what you took from us in the first place. But no, you just keep taking, forcing us to retaliate. Just give up. There's no reason to return her. So, yeah. Some different worldviews clashing here. Not necessarily different worldviews, just different emotional stances here. Miss me. Tack. Yeah, he's casting some magic. And we've got a couple of time mages, too, that do some gnarly stuff. Or one time mage, actually, I think. Delita will probably die here. Because they're targeting the crap out of him with magic. We could actually... I don't think it has the range. We could almost end this fight right now with Dark Holy. Because the charge time. But the charge time, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and target a knight, just because it's gonna do so much damage. And this is like the only attack that's gonna one-shot them. Ooh! Idea time! So this won't kill, right? No. But... Kia! Now you don't have the MP to do your spell, so bite me. That's another great use of the Dark Sword set. Bam! 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 And we stop the Time Mage. Irony? Okay, well, I mean... I'm kind of actually glad that we got Olin in the beginning, because all of the challenging fights are later, and if we got him later, it would just really trivialize everything. My tongue, dude. I need to, like, take it out and do this and throw it back in there. Later. He didn't even get a chance to do his magic attack anyway, so I guess we could have just not bothered dark sorting him, but it was fun. Missed everybody. Wow, Owen. Wow. Here we go. That is such a cool spell, man. You get sick of seeing it later. Trust me. But that is a really cool spell. Oh, that's cool. You can attack Delita all you want. He will be okay. That's not gonna really be worth it, is it? I could kill this time mage, I think, though. Yeah. Bonk. Kind of like the idea of beating all the enemies before we beat Maluda, just to make this map more fun. Kiat. Alright, he's never gonna hit Maluda with this. But we'll try. Now we've got Red Weigraf. Who we never get to use, really. Got her. He got a turn immediately. No, we're not galaxy stopping again. Yeah, so she's basically stuck right now. There's something to be said for, like, waiting until these characters turn into crystals to steal some skills. But eventually Delita will attack her. And keep trying to kill her. Now she got out of that. Oh, you're dead. She has counter, yeah. Alright, well, let's try again, I guess. Can't die now, not during the revolution. Oh, Luda. I'm sorry. Crystal, please. Any second now. So when enemies turn into crystals, which is when that timer goes down that's above their corpse, then you can pick up the crystal and you can do one of two things as long as the game allows you to. You can either get full HP and MP from it, or you can get a skill that they have that you don't. So we're waiting for skills. You say revolution. Is revolution necessary? Is it our fault? Are we making you suffer? What's the problem? Naivety again. Ignorance itself is a crime. What you think is right is only what you can see, but that's not everything. It's not your fault, but I'll keep blaming you until there's a change. As long as you're a Beolv, you're my enemy. Fair enough. Heavy themes in Final Fantasy Tactics, I am telling you what. Okay, treasure box. Treasure box. Crystal. There we go. What are we gonna get out of this? Get an ability. Oh, I don't want any of those abilities. They suck. Just give me my HP and MP. I can maybe cast Dark Holy again. We will take these chests, though. Leather hat. Want to take somebody's trucker cap? Feather hat. Okay. Feather and leather. There we go. That was really who I wanted to turn into a crystal, was that time mage, because now I can actually get an ability here. Haste, haste, haste. Damn it! Don't Move is in here. Fire 2 is in here. Moogle is in here. I'm not a summoner yet. I kind of like Don't Move. Especially because we're going to lose Olin. Alright. No, not Don't Move. Let's go ahead and Dark Holy her. That's how we're going to win. Yeah, sure, Gaff. Inherit this crystal and see if you can learn something. Spin Fist, sure. The monk ability. Like the basic monk ability. Don't stop his chanting. Oh, okay, he's good, he's good, he's good. It's time. Aurora, exhale bloody air, Dark Holy. Bye, Maluda. No. That's kind of sad. That's really sad, actually. Brother, I'm sorry. Both Weigrafs are like, it's cool. Damn it. Why? What went wrong? Damn it, who the hell am I? Who? So, Weigraf's sister is dead. This marks the beginning of Weigraf's madness, I suppose. Of his need for vengeance against Ramza. And don't forget, I don't remember where I heard this, but it's such a cool quote. You know, when you're preparing for a quest of revenge, of vengeance, you dig 2 graves. That's always been a cool quote. I don't remember where I heard it, but it's really cool. There we go, a new silk robe there. Oh, I am a summoner. Neat. I already know Moogle, so it would have been pointless to get that anyway. Neat. MP Restore would be cool. Half of MP would be very nice. Then again, I mean, again, we're gonna lose all magic, but we've been kind of building Ramza to be a mage this game. Just, you know, by design of him having all magic. Okay, so. Moving on. Time to confront Weigraf. Why did you kidnap the girl? I needed a hostage to escape. If that was the case, you could have let her go later. What, now you, Galagros? You putting me with Gustav? Think, the Death Corps just lost most of their men and now we're surrounded by the Hokuten. She was our only ace in the hole to get us out of this, because she's a Beowulf. What good is escaping, or were you even thinking that? Even if we do escape, we'll get caught sooner or later and be in their power. We must make it so our children don't have to go through what we did. A small stone may only make a small ripple at first, but someday it will be a wave. Even if we have to rust away here. Weigraf is an incredibly moral idealist, basically. But putting it into practice in the actual world is very hard. And you lose morale with people who do not share your desire to change the world in that way, right? And that's basically what's happening here, is they are not willing to basically make the world a better place for those who come later. They want the change now, and they don't realize it takes time, right? So they're very frustrated, and they're rebelling against Weigraf, who's trying to make it just a better world overall, right? You would have us die? Not in vain. Take as many nobles with you as possible. Ludicrous, we'll die like dogs. No, there may still be survivors at Fort Escalating. If you join them, you may get something. They're probably dead already. What? Maluda killed? Maluda. It's just a matter of time before the squad gets here. What should we do? Alright, retreat. You heard Galagros. Go to Fort Escalating. Leave the girl here. They're here. The Hokuton are here. There's gonna be 3 Weigrafs on this screen. Damn, already? I'll stop them here. Galagros, you head for Fort Escalating with others. I'm not going. No way I'm going to die. Remember, he just ordered Galagros to leave Tata here. Alright. Actually, there won't be... Yeah, no, there won't be 3. Weigrafs. This is going to go very quickly, by the way. Because all we have to do is beat Weigraf. But there is also a character in here that you will see that we will get later. And then probably immediately dismiss, because I don't like a bunch of eggs on my formation screen. It was you. Did you kill Maluda? It was you cadets who killed my sister. She was Weigraf's sister? Well then, I have no choice. I'll avenge my sister. Yeah, I didn't put the other Weigraf in that looks just like him because I don't want it to mess anything up. I do think that I don't remember. If you put Weigraf as this form in the battle against him, you can actually attack your ally and knock him out, and the game will count it as you beating Weigraf. It's very strange the way the game does things. Give Tata back. Tata? Oh, that girl? So you're a Beolv? He's not a Beolv, I am. And Galagros was wrong, but he is with you, correct? Doesn't matter who he is, you have his sister. Correct me if I'm wrong. Either way, the girl was to be released anyway. We had no intention of keeping her. But first things first, if you want the girl back, you'll have to beat me. Delita's like, alright. Okay, so... that Chocobo over there. Pretty interesting. I'll show you once I get control. Get down, Fury. You're being goofy. Okay. Stasis Sword it is. I deserve this. Okay, see, his name is Bako. Obviously a reference to Bako from Final Fantasy V. Also, he is, as you would see if we decided to kill Bako in this fight, he will have guest stars above his head, just like Delita does right now, because he doesn't actually die. You get him later. And it's kind of cool. If you're not paying attention between now and then, you don't realize that it's the same Chocobo. Pretty neat, actually. I can't reach him with Dark Holy, that sucks. Can I reach him with Night Sword from here? Yes, I can. Hiya. Ooh, 1 ATB to do it. Let's go. Such a cool move. Alright. I have a bow. Ah. Stop sharpening your claws on my chair, dude. Got her. Oh, we don't move, don't act at Weigraf. I didn't even realize. Works for me. See, Baco. The galaxy stop wore off. See, so the feather has stars above it. That means that he can't actually die. But you wouldn't know why until later. I'm moving this way so that I don't die to Weigraf. Let's go over here. See what the ATB for Galaxy Stop is. 4? Okay, that's fine. Trying not to immediately kill Weigraf, because he does get to have some chatting words with Ramza here. If I remember correctly, he has a few more lines. Ow. Can he reach from here? Oh, no. Screw you, equip change. Yeah, you got her. She's not dead, though. Ooh, death sentence. Got them all. Nice, Owen. Good shit. Bonk. Here we go. Put the sword down. No need to waste lives. Then why did you kill her? Why Maluda? I had no intention of killing her. There are other ways than fighting. Can we talk? You still don't understand why we won't surrender. What good is talking anyway? Could you make something happen even if you wanted to? You couldn't, could you? And even if you did, your brothers wouldn't allow it. My brothers don't want to fight. Weigraf, if you put the sword down, they'll listen. Ha, this is absurd. Your brothers don't want to fight? You're so deluded. He's right. Ooh, he had defend. That's nice for if you, get don't act, don't moved. You're saying my brothers like to make battle? God, you're green. All leaders' hands are dirty. Dice Darg, a sense of justice? Justice must mean different things to different people. How dare you insult him? Natalie's spirit is a crystal now. Whoop. I guess we can try and get something from Natalie. What you got? Weapon guard, we'll take that. Not shabby at all. There he goes. Tough one, eh? Maluda, I'm sorry, but I can't die here. Wait, Weigraf running away? Who do you think had Gustav kidnap the Marquis? Your brother Dice Darg, and I'm sure Zalbag knows too. Don't be ridiculous, why would he do such a thing? Two lions are fighting for power after the king died. One is a white lion, Larg, the other is black, Goltana. Both want to know who their allies are, but it's hard to read strangers' minds. So why not kill them all and bring in your own people? Gustav was deceived by Dice Darg's silk tongue and kidnapped the Marquis. Lies, a Beowulf would never do such a thing. You should see for yourself. Goodbye, Beowulf. Wait, Weigraf, take that back. And so begins Ramza's penchant for questioning whether or not his brothers are acting in good faith. This first chapter sets up so well for the rest of the game, it hurts. Tata, where are you? Tata! I can't find her anywhere. Tata, where are you? Did Weigraf lie to us? Delita, let's go to Ziegton. Tata must be there. What happened? What went wrong? Tell me, Tone. Why did this have to happen to Tata? Dude, it really sucks, man. Like, I empathize with Delita here. But, man, he just... Some of the things he does later... I mean, I get it, but I don't get it, but I do get it, you know. It's hard. It's really hard to like Delita, and it's really hard to hate Delita. He's got great character development, too, obviously. Alright, save it up. Can I learn any more Time Mage stuff? Haste. Haste is pretty nice, but we don't really need it. I think I'd rather... I don't even really know what to get with Ramza because I don't know what he is yet in Chapter 2. That's the other thing, too. Like, these characters are going to change like crazy. And we'll have 3 new characters to randomize, too, because Rad, Lavian, and Alicia. Alright, I am going to grab some water. I'll be right back. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, we're losing all these characters after this fight right here. So, let's go through a quick like rating here. Why not? I mean, we'll do this at the end of every chapter. Screw it. So Gafgarion, obviously good character. Not the best out of all of these guys, but just good in general. Any special character that has like special sword skills is pretty damn good in this game. Just saying. And we got most of them at the beginning here, so we're gonna miss out on them later. So yeah, Gafgarion overall pretty damn good. I'd probably say, I mean, obviously like an 8, like 1 out of 10, he's like an 8. Mustadio, sadly enough, we couldn't really use him. The snipe abilities are only really good when you have a gun. And we don't get to use guns until quite a bit later. So, yeah, sorry, Mustadio, you were a 1. Pretty much useless. Kinnison, White Knight, the regular form of Weigraf. I used him more than the other Weigraf we got, just because I think his, his Temple Knight outfit is cooler than the Shrine Knight one. And he only has, of course, these 3. We only got Stasis Sword and Crush Punch. You don't really need Split Punch. Really, when it comes down to it, with the longer list of Holy Sword skills, you only really need Lightning Stab, and that's basically it. Like, you don't really need Stasis Sword, you don't really need Holy Explosion. Lightning Stab is basically the best thing you can have, which he can't learn. But he did perform really well in this, so I'd put him in an 8 with Gafgarion too. Never used our Raphael. Again, he could have been really good to, like, break stuff that opponents had with all of these skills, but we fight mostly monsters in the beginning here. And yeah, he's just not useful against monsters because they don't wear equipment. And if you do these skills on somebody not wearing that piece of equipment, they just guard it and it does no damage. So yeah, sadly enough, Raphael not the best. This Weigraf is definitely better than this Weigraf, but we didn't use him as much. He can learn Lightning Stab, which is just the... I mean, let's be real, it is the best skill in Holy Sword. It's basically better Stasis Sword. Does more damage, doesn't do stop, which can be helpful with Stasis Sword, but it does do silence, so, and that's pretty good to do to mages later. We did use him a little bit, but for the most part, he wasn't as used as this Weigraf, but I would say he's probably equal at an 8, probably a 9 because he could have learned Lightning Stab. And of course, Amy, Olin, Ultimate Time Magic, Galaxy Stop is busted as hell. He's a 10, hands down, easy. I always thought it would have been really cool if you could get Olin on your team because of his role in the game later on. It always seemed like he was meant to join you, but they would have had to nerf Galaxy Stop like crazy because it's just too good. If it just caused, like, stop, that'd be different, but it's don't move, don't act, and stop, so it's gnarly. But yeah, he's been a 10 this entire time. So yeah. Oh, we didn't even read Ramza. So Ramza, sadly enough, only just now got enough MP to start doing all magic stuff. So not incredibly great, but he is throwing Dark Holy, which is doing a ridiculous amount of damage now. So pretty cool. I'd say he's probably like a 6 because we didn't get to utilize his abilities too much. So there you have it. And now on to the final battle of this chapter. Right after my cat jumps on me because I know it's about to happen. Damn, I know you too well. Then you better chill on my lap. Alright, let's go. Seriously? Alright, so on this side, I think we want Kinnison. Yeah, that's good. And then over here, we definitely want old Amy. And... yeah, Kaplan. Yeah, we're just gonna do that. So, let's go. This fight can be a little wonky, but... regardless of that, we'll get through it just fine. Alright, well, maybe get down then. You goofy ass. But yeah, this battle is very important for a lot of reasons, mostly story reasons. So just pay attention, because this stuff is pretty heavy. Get out of here now. What if something happens to her? And don't do anything funny. There's tons of powder inside the fort. More than enough to blow all of you to hell and back. Got it? Then get out. The Hokuten will never be threatened by you. Brother, Algus. Tata. Delita. Get out now. Go on, do it. Yes, sir. What's this? Delita. Tata. Oh. General Zalbag, more enemies are on the mountain path. There are about 50 of them. I've been informed one of them resembles Weigraf. Alright, I'll be right there. Take care of the rest, Algus. Damn it. There you have it. Tata. Where are you going? Algus, you bastard. You want to fight? Fine then, let's go. Brother, why Tata? Come on, animals are animals. I'll prove it to you. So, the goal is to kill Algus. The thing about Tata in this fight, she does have a class. And she does have guest stars above her head. If you tried to Phoenix down her, like if you could get to the top and Phoenix down her, I've done it before, she doesn't stand up. It doesn't work. It misses. So that's the point. She's just there to be a body now. But I will show you, as soon as I get control, that she does have a class. It is glitchy as hell, and you can never use it. But she does have a class. And I removed her, obviously I removed her class from the list of things that we could random for our characters, because that literally and figuratively just gives you a dead character. Why are you doing this? Algus, why? It's your brother's orders, please don't ask why. Besides, how would you sacrifice the Hokuten pride all for a common girl? Tata is Delita's sister. It's about time you learned about difference. Different birth, totally different life. It's fate. Neither should have been here. Should have been flower sellers somewhere. How about that? Reference to, Eris, huh? Alright. So yeah, let's check out Tata. She literally does have a class down there. Delita's sis. We cannot check it, but yeah, we can't check her status. She is just dead. If you get her on your team with codes, you literally start the battle after putting her in your team. The moment that the battle starts, she falls over and dies. So yeah, you can never use her. Ever. You could get her sprite, maybe, but you can't use her class. Well, that's gonna almost kill him. I super hope this kills you instantly. Yes! Screw your chanting magic. Nope, didn't want to do that. There we go. Not quite that close. Sweet. Oh, well, you're not dead, but... And... The last time we're gonna get to use Galaxy Stop in battle is this one. missed the mages. We got Algus. That's the important thing. Ooh, this feels good to do to you. The hell fucking out of here. I hope they don't try and heal him, because I can just wreck him with Weigraf next time he gets a turn, and this battle will be over. Bolt. Ow. Algus, you murdered Tata. I'll kill you, I swear it. I don't think you're gonna reach him, buddy. Why would you throw a stone at him instead of Algus, dude? What the hell? You maybe could have killed with that. He's at 9 HP. You definitely could have killed with that. Alright, let's end this. Battle over. Bonk. I bludgeoned him to death. It's a fate he deserves. Damn you, how could I be beaten by weaklings like you? Fuck out of here, Algus. So yeah, he was basically the big villain of the first chapter. The game wants you to think it's Weigraf. It ain't. Was that an explosion? Delita, it's dangerous. Come over here, quick. Damn. Delita. Taken my whole life for granted. Came down to it. I dropped it all and ran. Now we're back to chapter 2. Back to the beginning where we started. So yeah, that was what everything was leading up to, was that battle, Tata's death, and the fort exploding. And now you learn why why Ramza is now a mercenary and going under a different name. So, Tone, you know who kidnapped her? He's taking Princess Ophelia with him. Can't be that far. Are you going after him? Of course, I couldn't face the royal family unless I do. We won't help you, it's not in the contract. We don't need help from one who's not even a knight. A knight must fix his own mistakes. This is one of our responsibilities as guards. Levy and Alicia, let's go. Are you alright, my lord? Princess, how is she? I'm very sorry. I swear I'll get her back. No, you'd be in danger. Don't worry. I swear on my knight's honor I'll save her. I'll go too. I won't be a burden. Are you crazy? That's just none of our business. I have to know. I must see it with my own eyes. You mean that boy you saw? You're stubborn as a mule. Don't cry to me for help if something happens. Here we are. The Manipulator and the Subservient. Chapter 2. This is the coolest form that Ramza's ever in. And now we get more dudes. Rad. Alicia. Green Pants Gang returns. And Lavian. But you don't get Agrius on your team just yet. That is way later. She is a guest right now, along with Gafgarion. Gary, I don't want you on my lap, dude. Chill. Chill out. Alright, so. All these characters are going to get randoed at the beginning of the next episode. We're not doing it this episode. Before we move off of here, we will be changing them. So, we've got Gaff on the team and Gaff on the team right now. Man. So, just so you know, whenever I get Agrius as an official character, I'm not dismissing her. I don't plan on dismissing any of the special characters. And I couldn't find it in my heart to do it to Agrius anyway, but regardless, that's the end of episode 2. We are heading off of Orban Monastery and into Dorter again, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Peace.